We are almost at lunchtime. This is our last talk prior to lunch. We are running a little behind, but it's okay because we have a amazing talk coming up next. So I want to invite Ian to the stage. He will be speaking about introduction to Fiber, the payment channel network for CKB. Welcome, Ian.
Thank you, Anna. Sawadee krap to everybody. Okay, I share a room with Xue, so I also bring my transcript. Okay, hello everyone. And today I want to introduce Fiber, a payment channel network on CKB. My name's Ian. I come from Cryptape, currently a team member in the Fiber team. And I also an active contributor to the CKB project. And today, I will spend about 10 to 15 minutes to introduce what is Fiber, what Fiber can do, and our vision, and how to get involved. In simple words, the general idea of my presentation is we are doing great things, and welcome to join us. So what's the Fiber? Before I introduce Fiber, I have to introduce what is payment channel network first. Indeed, the name tells us what. The payment tells us what it does. It's a peer-to-peer transactions systems. The payer can send on-chain assets to payee directly. And the channel network, the two words, has how it does. The channel, the two parties can create a channel by lock their funds in a CKB smart contract. And when they lock the funds, they create an initial state of their balance allocation. And the subsequent state updates happens off-chain. And finally, they close their channel and touch the CKB chain again. So the channel only needs 2 on-chain transactions. But the channel resolves the problem. You can send the channel from one person to another. But when the 2 persons are not transfer assets frequently, the transaction really degrades to the on-chain transaction because the opening channel requests to touch the CKB chain. So this issue is resolved by a network channels. Using a network channels, you don't need to the direct connections. The payments can be routed via the intermediate channels. It's like the internet transfer the data packet through the internet. Oh, sorry. Next, I want to talk about why the payment channel matters. The reason is apparently because in the blockchain, we strive for the trilemma between the security, decentralization, and the scalability. CKB prioritizes security and the decentralization. So this imposes later limitation on the scalability. Currently, CKB has capped the capability to about 200 transactions per second. And in the real world, a payment system usually requires thousands of TPS. To resolve, besides the scalability, the network fee, the cost is another issue to consider. The on-chain transaction requires a network fees, and the fee can spike significantly when there's a network congestion. And payment channel network resolves this issue. The speed is nearly instant because in payment channel network, you don't need to reach the consensus by all the nodes. You only need the consensus between the 2 parties. And the network fee is nearly 0 because thanks for the channels, you only take 2 on-chain transactions and you can send thousands of off-chain transactions in between. Indeed, the payment channel work concept is not new. But what's the difference of fiber with the existing network solutions? And in my opinion, there are at least 2 technical advantages. The first, we have the full-featured VM. So take advantage of the VM fully programmabilities. We can implement complex and recent research results to make a better user experience. And I want to share 2 examples we either implemented or planned. The first is Derek. We have implemented the Derek. The Derek protocol can help us to simplify the implementation of tower, and it reduces the storage requirements from O(n) to O(1). In simple words, the storage does not increase a long time when the channel is running. It only needs a constant space to store the states. We can implement Derek because CKB, in CKB, we can support Covalent. Covalent is a scripting capability that you can get in CKB VM since its launch, but it's not available yet in Bitcoin. And another example is that we have implemented we have planned to implement PTLC, the point time lock contract, and based on this PTLC, we can design protocols to allow users to receive the payments while they are offline. Another advantage I want to mention is that in CKB, we have a shorter block interval, and a short block interval can give means more responsive when we resolve the dispute of the channel. And the short block interval brings challenges, but we have checked these challenges using the NCMX consensus. Okay, next I want to share some real-world applications. Indeed, the payment channel work has already some applications I have mentioned many times, such as real-time payment and the streaming payment service. But here I want to highlight two applications exclusive to Fiber. The first one is when we launch the Fiber, we will support CKB and XUDT. XUDT is a customer user token standard in CKB. So we are not only support the CKB assets transfers, we can support other tokens such as stable coins or RGB++ assets. The next one, since we have the powerful CKB VM, we can fully compatible with the Bitcoin Lightning hash time contract. So indeed, we really can use the virtual channels to connect these 2 networks together, to connect CKB Fiber and BTC Lightning. So we can connect these 2 networks into one. And this connectivity can multiply the user value because both networks can benefit from the network effects from each other. Then I will be brief. We are creating an open financial infrastructure that represents more than just moving assets from point A to point B. There are 3 core pillars in our mission. The first, we are building an open financial infrastructure that anyone can use, modify, and improve. And the second, we are fostering innovation in decentralized application by providing the developers with powerful tools and capabilities. Third, we're creating bridge between different payment solutions. Fiber want to act as highways to connect user, to connect applications, and to connect chains. To achieve this vision, we have built Fiber on 6 fundamental values and guide every aspect of our community and development. First, we are open source. Every line of code is public. You can access it in our GitHub repo. And the second one is interoperability. Interoperability is in our DNA. That's why we create a cross-chain hub service to connect the Bitcoin Lightning network since our first proof of concept. And the programmability means that we can leverage the power of CKB's virtual machines. This is just a payment system. We want it to be a platform for the financial innovation. The fourth security is innegotiable, where you implemented robust dispute resolution mechanism and the better tested cryptographic foundations. Your asset safety is our top priority. The fifth, we believe privacy is a fundamental right. That's why we built in the confidential transactions and the route obfuscation capabilities. Finally, accessibility is crucial. We will remove barriers to entry through user-friendly interface and documentations. And this, we hope this value can bring us really world impact to fostering the innovation, to increase the trust, and to bring us master adoption to the payment system. Among the value I want to give a highlight to interoperability, as I mentioned earlier. We really prioritize the interoperability. That's why we have built in the cross-chain service in our first demo, that you can send Bitcoin in the Fiber network to Bitcoin user. You can BTC to them, and they will send BTC. And the Bitcoin user can send BTC to the Fiber user, and the Fiber user will get the wrapped BTC token. And next, I want to get how to involve in our development. First, I want to share our current progress. We start the development in the March of this year. We have delivered the first proof of concept at about August with based channel management and online contracts. And we are near the release of the second proof of concept, including the lateral features such as pathfinding and the payment routing. And we are working towards the launch on the mainnet at this year's end. We have also planned upcoming features such as payment offers and PDLC I mentioned before. The first two features can help us to design the protocols to allow user receiving payments offline. Sorry. The last one is the multi-pass payment. It can improve the network reliability and availability. So we are an open community. You have already met my teammates this morning. Yukon has introduced the CKB transaction. Yunwen has shared his research results. And this afternoon, we have another team member who will share his experience in Africa. So we are a really open community, so we are welcome the community to join us. Yeah. And despite the progress, we also have the two challenges. The first one is liquidity. Unfortunately, we currently there's no silver bullet to solve it technically. So in the Fiber team, we are not the experts in operations, so the community participation is vital to provide the liquidity service, because better liquidity can make the network health, can make the payments more reliability. Another I have mentioned several times is the offline payment receiving. Okay, last I really welcome the community to join us. Besides the code and document, you can also start to run liquidity service, build wallets and applications, or issue assets to such as a wrapped BTC token or stable coins. What the Fiber team can provide is technical support, and we can listen to the community and to incorporate the features to support the community based on their feedback. So that's the end of today. I think I'm on the time. So if you have further question, you can take a photo of this slide. You can reach us at the GitHub repo or drop me an email at the email address. Thank you all.